My name is Blessing, and in this project, I automated a B2B deal management system using HubSpot with custom deal properties. So this workflow automatically generates personalized PDFs for each deal, stores the PDF in Google Drive, and updates the corresponding HubSpot deal with the file link. So for this project, I used the Google Drive. As you can see here, this is our Google Drive, and this here is my HubSpot. So let's go back into the project. So I'm going to explain each of those zaps one by one so you can understand what I did. So for the first zap, which is the trigger, I used the webhook by Zapier and I used the action catch hook. So this serves as the trigger for the entire workflow. For the next step, which is the storage by Zapier save value, I used it to, it helps us to store the webhook payload for use in later steps. So for the next app, which is the pdf.co, so this helps us to convert our document from HTML into a PDF. So for the next zap, which is the HubSpot, so HubSpot finds deal. So this zap helps us to check if the deal already exists in HubSpot based on the deal ID. So I use this in order to prevent duplicate. So if the deal does not exist, it's going to create the deal. As we can see here, it's going to create the deal. So it will help us to prevent duplicates. So for the next step, which is the find a file. So once the deal has been created, this step is going to help us to search for an existing proposal in our PDF, in our folder. So when it searches and it finds a file in our folder, it's going to update the HubSpot. As we can see here, it's going to update our HubSpot. So it updates the deal record with the link that was generated. This is where the update is going to take place. Let me show you. Okay. So this is the link right here. So when it finds a file and it doesn't see a file, this step is going to upload the file. It saves the newly generated PDF to the correct folder in our Google Drive, and then updates the deal record with the link to the uploaded proposal in the HubSpot, as we can see right here. So for this project, I'm going to be running a live test so you can see how it works. So there are actually two ways to trigger the webhook. So the first is through a HubSpot workflow automation, and the second is by sending a JSON payload directly to the Zapier webhook. So I'm going to be using the latter. I'm going to be using the JSON because I want to also show us how to use the JSON to do that. So I've already written my JSON here, and I'm going to send this. I'm going to send it directly to our Zapier. As you can see, it's successful. So let's go back to our Zapier. Now I'm going to open this and look for that particular JSON that was sent here. I'm going to click on Find New Records. Let's see. Okay, this is the record that was just generated. So it has been found. Now let's test run this to see what happens in our folder and also in our HubSpot. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to click on test run. Remember, this is a new deal. So we are going to see where it routes to based on the path. Okay, can we see? This part is for when the file does not exist. Can we see? It has come into this part. Adobe the file exists, it's going to go into this part. But because the file does not exist, that was why it came into this part. Now let's check our Google Drive to see if it entered. Can you see? This is it right here. Let me click on it so it will open. Can we see? This is the proposal. The proposal has been generated. Now let's also check our HubSpot. I'm going to go back. This was the last one I generated before this video. So I'm going to go back and we are going to look for that particular name, Omega. Can we see? It has also entered into our HubSpot. So I'm going to click on this. So we are going to see if it's the same. Can we see? It has been uploaded into our HubSpot together with the link. Remember, I told you it's going to update the link. Now I'm going to copy this link and paste it so that we can see if it will give us the same, proposal in our folder. Can we see? It gave us exactly the same proposal in our folder. So that is all for this project. So if you want, if you need something like this, you don't hesitate to send me a DM. Thank you.